wind over Antarctica doesn't just howl, it whispers. In 1947, Admiral Richard E. Byrd, America's most famous polar explorer, flew deep into the frozen continent during Operation Highjump, a military expedition larger than some nations' armies. 13 ships, thousands of men, state-of-the-art equipment. Officially, a research mission. Unofficially, something else entirely. Because after his return, Byrd allegedly wrote of a place he claimed to have seen with his own eyes. A land beyond the pole, a land that was not white, but green. A warm valley, flowing rivers, life where there should be none. His words, though buried and denied, still echo. That land beyond the pole is the center of the great unknown. What did Byrd see? What terrified him so much that Operation Highjump was suddenly cut short, months ahead of schedule? To understand the mystery, you have to go back much further. In 1513, Piri Reis, an Ottoman admiral and cartographer, created a map that should not exist. Drawn centuries before Antarctica was officially discovered, his map shows the outline of a southern continent with astonishing accuracy. Not its icy coastline, but its landmass, as if the ice were not even there. The U.S. Naval Hydrographic Office once concluded that the Piri Reis map depicts Antarctica as it would look without ice. But how? Antarctica has been buried for thousands of years. Even stranger, the map lines up with modern seismic surveys. The mountains, the valleys, the unmistakable contours of a real continent underneath the ice sheet. Some argue it's coincidence, but when you lay the map over modern satellite data, the coincidence starts to feel like a message, a clue from a forgotten chapter of human history. But let's go back to Byrd. Operation Highjump was a full military operation. Why? Some reports hint the U.S. wanted to investigate strange magnetic anomalies. Others claim Nazi bases were rumored to be hidden beneath the ice. After returning, Byrd reportedly told a Chilean newspaper that the United States needed to be prepared against enemy aircraft that can fly from pole to pole at incredible speeds. Aircraft in Antarctica in 1947. But the most suspicious detail? The operation was planned for 8 months. It ended after just 6 weeks. No explanation, no detailed report, just silence. And yet the story doesn't end with the military. Antarctica is the only continent with no permanent population, and yet it attracts some of the world's most powerful figures. Quietly, unexpectedly. In 2016, the Russian Orthodox Patriarch Kirill visited a remote Antarctic base. Why? What could a religious leader gain from a frozen desert? In the same year, John Kerry, then U.S. Secretary of State, flew to Antarctica on Election Day. Why then? Why there? Buzz Aldrin went too. He tweeted something ominous. Then the tweet vanished. We are all in danger. It is evil itself. Was it a misunderstanding? Maybe. But his sudden evacuation due to health reasons added fuel to the fire. Even tech billionaires and political elites continue to arrive on private visits. What draws them there? What requires such secrecy? Scientists say it is purely for climate data. But then why is Antarctica divided into zones ordinary people are forbidden to approach? Why is the continent surrounded by an international treaty unlike anything else on Earth? What exactly is under the ice? In the past decades, satellite images have revealed shapes that nature does not usually create alone. Sharp edges, triangular faces, perfect symmetry. 3 of these formations, located deep inside the Ellsworth Mountains, look eerily like pyramids. Not random peaks, not wind-carved illusions, but geometric structures rising out of the snow. Skeptics say they're just mountains, but some experts argue their angles are too precise, too intentional. Radar scans show grid-like patterns beneath the ice sheet, straight lines stretching for kilometers, the unmistakable signature of architecture. Something is there, something ancient, something buried. Antarctica is a world preserved in ice, but perhaps not everything there is dead. A map from 1513 shows it without ice. A military operation in 1947 retreated from something unseen. World leaders continue to visit, quietly without explanation. Pyramid-shaped mountains rise like monuments to a forgotten age. Maybe it's nothing, just rock and glaciers. Or maybe it's a doorway, a warning, a memory of a civilization frozen in time. The question isn't whether Antarctica is hiding something. The question is simple. When the ice finally melts, what will we discover beneath it? What do you think is buried under the Antarctic ice? Artifacts of an ancient culture, a lost world, or something far stranger? Let's see your theories in the comments.